Hello, welcome to my update out of the amusing hobby Ferdinand. Just like to say a big thank you to all my subscribers, all your comments, I really do appreciate them. So basically all I've done, I've just primed it in the MIG Ammo one shot red oxide primer. Let it dry, a couple of days to dry. There's no varnish or clear coat or gloss or anything. I'm just doing it straight on top of it. So all this is the AK Worn Effects chipping fluid. You can spray this straight out the bottle, no need to thin. I'd say I'm at about 20 psi with a 0.2 needle. I do 2 coats and I concentrate more on the edges and the corners and where it right all around the details. That will have the most chipping. Okay, so now the base colour is the Tamiya XF60, which is dark yellow. And all I do, I'll just build it up in light layers. I'd say I've got it around 50-50 mix with Tamiya X20A. And like I said, it is nice light coats. I do all the underneath first, and just keep making sure you turn it around, getting it from every angle. Okay, so all I'm doing now is just moving it from a different angle. Still doing the underneath, because I have to spray in my shed. I'll use the air dryer to speed up the drying. Just helps. So again, making sure you work around from every angle. Now there are ejector pin marks on the underneath of these fenders, but you haven't got to worry too much because you're not going to see them by the time you've weathered it and the tracks are on. Okay, so the bottom's done. I've dried it off with the air dryer, and all I'm doing now is exactly the same mix, nothing's changed. I'll start doing the top. I've got the 2 parts taped off because they're actually clear parts. So I've painted all the parts you glue on the clear parts. I've painted separate. Then I left them for a couple of days just to make sure they're dry. Did all the weathering, and then in the next update I'll show you what I use to fit them. Because you don't want to use your extra thin, because you've only got to touch the clear part and it'll all fog up. Now I fitted the spare tracks and all the tools. I've all fitted. I'll paint them with the paintbrush when I've finished. But you don't have to have the toolbox open. You can have it closed. Right, now what I'm doing now, I'm starting the camouflage. I actually put 4 options on YouTube and I got you to vote which one you'd like to see done, and this is the one that won the votes. And the actual green is XF65, and I'd say I've got it thinned at least 60%. I don't know if these are exact. You want it pretty thin, and you want to turn the air pressure down a little bit because you don't want the overspray. And all I'm doing is doing the outline of the camo, and then I'll fill it in. I'll fill in between then. Okay, it's a slow process, but what I usually do, I haven't chipped it yet. I usually do the base colour, chip it, then I'll mask it off, do the next colour, put the chipping fluid and chip it again, and do it like that. But this time I've tried to do it all in one. Now this is only a 2-tone camouflage as well. It's just the base colour and the green. Okay, so just nice and steady. All the time I keep looking at the drawing. Give me an idea where to go. I haven't followed it exactly. Well, I've got it as close as I can get it. I'll just say, and I'm sorry about my hand being in the way. I need to just work on the camera angles a bit better. So that I need to just bring the camera around a bit more so you can see. I think you've got an idea what I'm doing. But also, just let me know your thoughts as well on the way I'm doing the videos. Are you happy how they are? I'll keep asking you but I just want to know, do you want to see every stage of the painting, the weathering, or should I just highlight the important bits? You tell me. And what I'm going to do as well, I'm working on this stug. I've got another update ready to go on soon, and then when I get to the actual painting of the interior, I'll do how I do it. So I should paint it live, and you'll see me painting it how I do it, from the primering to the chipping to the base coat. And if you want, I can show you all the detail painting as well. Well, all I'm doing is exactly the same again, just doing the outline, and then fill it in between. Now, if you wanted to, you could do a modulation. You could do it and then just add a bit of white to the green if you want. But I don't bother. Again, you've got a lot of bolt detail and that. So what you want to do is just move your piece around, making sure you've got it all covered. But what I've done, I am doing the crane on a separate update, but all I've done, I've just painted it, I've undercoated it the same with the red oxide, but I'm not going to chip it. I should do that with the sponge. But all I've done, I've just base coated it with the XF60 the same, But the only reason I didn't video it is because it's quite awkward. It's quite awkward to film because it's such a complex shape. But I've done exactly, like I said, I've done exactly the same. The only difference is I'm not chipping it. I should use the sponge chipping, and it's just the one colour as well. There's no camouflage. So I'll just work my way around, following the drawing. Also, my last Ferdinand update, I don't know what happened to the sound quality. The music was really loud. I've done nothing different, so I don't understand. Well, hopefully now I'm back to normal again now. But the next update will be actually finishing the tank off. I'm actually I have actually finished it now. But I've just got, like I said, I've just got the crane to finish off. That will be a separate. So all I've done now, I've just put the two halves together, and I'm just continuing the camo pattern down. But you don't go underneath. All you do is on the side and onto the fender a bit. And there's now, all the wheels are the same colour, the XF60. There's no camouflage on the wheels. The gun barrel I do separate as well. But I've designed it so I can pull the gun barrel out and then take the two halves apart then, so you can see all the interior. Even though it's clear parts, I'll still do it so you can take it apart and see everything. And the same with the clear parts, I shan't glue them on as well. So I'm just working my way around. All this has been done, I'd say, from putting the chipping down, the chipping fluid down, to actually start chipping. It took about an hour. Okay, so I'm just doing the other side. Well, there's actually, I do paint the lid for the tool rack separate, because there's actually tools on the lid as well. But this is like I said, this is my first I'm using hobby kit, and I gotta admit it's a beautiful kit. The fit's excellent, no problems at all. The plastic's been absolutely lovely to work with. Nice, easy to follow instructions. There's been a few little awkward ejector pin marks to clean up, but nothing Nothing you can't do with a sanding stick or a knife. Well, I've got my eye on another one now, another amusing hobby kit, another interior kit. But I'll keep you posted when I get it. I'll do, and if you want to see an unboxing of it, I'll do an unboxing. Right, so that's the actual painting finished now. So now it's ready for the chipping stage. I've just given it a little blast over with the hairdryer just to make sure. And all this is just water and a pretty stiffish brush. But once the water activates the chipping fluid, it comes off quite easy. But it's just a bit tricky to get it started. And try not to press on too hard as well, because you could rub the paint off. Again, I've done no glossing or clear coat. I've never had any trouble yet. But I don't know if you can make it out, but you just can start to see it chipping. Concentrate on your edges as well, that's where most of the wear will be. And also, I always go crossways, like, because it will catch like branches and stuff like that, and that's what causes it to get chipped, the paint. It's actually starting to come off now. Okay, I'll work on that off camera, but when you finish it should look like that. Right, all this is, I'm just showing you a bit of the crane. You've got 8 of these to do. And the actual the wheel bit's painted with the XF60. And then the actual black is XF65, which is rubber black. There is another one, but it's off camera, that one. So all I'm doing here, I'm just showing you parts of the crane just to give you an idea what it's going to look like. These are only dry fitted, there's no need to glue them on. But if you're really careful, you can have it all working. But I do, when I come to start the weathering, I do take it all apart again. Right, now we're going to do a filter now, and this is the Aptalung raw humber with the Migamo odorless thinner. So that's the mix here, and then I've got a bit of kitchen towel just to take the excess off. So all you do is dip your brush in it, take the excess off and paint it on. But it's only a thinner this, it's not a wash, so I don't put it on too thick. And also note I'm going up and down as well, so it's like the way the water'd run. And I actually do 2 coats. So all you do is just do that all around, every part of the tank, the crane. It'll all have the same treatment. Well, it's actually really thin as well. It's not that much oil in there. Because it's such a dark colour, it looks like there's a lot. I mean, there you can see the actual cast texturing on there. It's really nice. I haven't done that. That's how it come in the kit. And the weld beads are really nice. There you can actually see I've painted the tools. Now I went a little bit heavy here. So all I do, I just blotted it off and then just smooth it out then. Now when it dries, you probably won't notice a difference, but there is a slight, it does darken the paint slightly. All I got to do on them tools as well is just put an oil on them just to darken them off a bit. Doing exactly the same on the wheels, the sprockets and the road wheels. They all have the same treatment as well. They've been chipped as well, exactly the same. Red oxide chipping fluid, and then the base coat is the XF60. Right, now we're going to do the ping wash now. And again, this is Starship felt this time, which is the Aptalung. Again, the Migamo odorless thinner. And I want this really runny as well. And all I'm doing is just going around all the details, all the edges, the bolts, the weld beads, and this really makes the parts pop out. And all you do, just leave it to dry. Then you get a brush or a cotton bud and put the tiniest bit of odorless thinner on it and just take it off. But most of this gets covered anyway in the next stages, which will be the next video I'll show you when I get to it. But you can see it now really coming to life now. And again, everything's done the same. All the tank parts, all the crane parts. And all you're doing is just picking the detail. There's still a lot more stages to do yet. When you got oil streakings and speckling and all, now they've got the pigments to do yet. Now the tracks, I was going to use the rubber band tracks, but I decided not to use them. I ended up using the plastic ones, and they're a lot of work, but they went together really well. Minimal cleanup. There was two attachment points on each one, so the cleanup was pretty quick. So all I'm doing is just continuing with the ping wash. Now the brush I'm using, it's a Migamo brush, and it's the one with the really long bristles. Now I find this brush perfect for this, because it does hold a lot of the wash. And every now and then as well, just keep stirring your wash up, because the pigments do settle a little bit. You can buy all these ready done. Well, I like to make my own. Same with the filters as well, you can buy them. There's nothing wrong with the shop brought ones, but I'd just like to do my own. So you can really see the details popping out now. So all I'm doing now is just the same with the on the wheels, all around the bolt heads. There's still a few little bits to do on these as well. Okay, so the same with the road wheels. Okay, so this is the update 8 now. In the next update, like I say, I actually carry on with the weathering, and I'll actually finish off the tank. So if you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Hit the notification button as well so you don't miss any updates. And I do appreciate all your comments as well. So I'll catch you in the next update. Thank you.